Hello everyone, I'm Maria Parker. I work for the Queensland Ambulance Service. My current role is an Executive Services Officer. This role commenced a couple of years ago when we noticed that there was enhancements to be made with the MINCOR system. Part of these enhancements were the reporting capacity. We spent a bit of time with EHP, another government agency that we knew that they were advanced in terms of their reporting. So I started playing around with the system, started using Microsoft Builder version 1, which was a basic way of learning the reporting field. From there, I got to a point where I thought, this isn't enough, I want more. So I wanted to learn Microsoft Report Builder 3. In order to do this, I got a lot of help from Bay Technologies and EHP. Part of the reporting was that I could see the potential was we had a lot of complaints report that would come into our area, and half of these we would already enter on the MINCOR system. And it occurred to me, well, why can't we get the other half entered on and we could start building reports based around our complaints system? So we trained staff out in the areas to register items on the system. And then I started building our complaints report, and I guess now we would consider MINCOR to be our complaints management system, which may seem a little ad hoc to some agencies, but for us, with not a massive amount of complaints, it works well. And this is a system that we were already paying for. We now have a complaints management system that we have not had to pay for at all. So that's one of the reports that we got out of this. From there, the executives started realising we could get other reports. So some of the other reports I started creating were overdue reports, appreciation reports, which for the commissioner is, he quite likes. It shows him how many people are writing letters of appreciation, how many letters of appreciation he actually sends out to staff. For them, it enables them to look for areas of improvement within their business. It also shows which areas they are doing well in, which areas they need to address, especially in terms of complaints. What sort of complaints are we getting? What areas are getting the most complaints, and what are those complaints about? Example of our complaints report. And as you can see, we've got our complaints by month, broken into regions, whether they're overdue or not, whether areas required an extension on them or not, the category of the complaint, the classification of the complaint, that is whether it was substantiated or unsubstantiated, was it a bullying and harassment complaint. For executives, they can go in and see exactly for October how many complaints did my area get, or overall. We do individual ones for each area, we do individual ones for each executive, and this one specifically is an overarching one that shows everything within the organisation. We do the same with appreciation, so as much as there's the complaints, we'd also like to show the good side as well. So this is how many thank yous you've had for this month. So another report that the executives quite like is they want to see all the correspondence that comes through their areas and what type of correspondence that is and which areas has the most. In order to do this, I had to realise quickly that the way we were inputting the data within the MINCOR system wasn't necessarily correct. So it's understanding the system, understanding how we are putting it in, your document types, and into what sort of report you're getting out of it. I think the more reports that you do, the more you understand the system, the more you understand the data, and then therefore you're able to manipulate Report Builder to how you want the report to visualise, to be seen. So Baytech helped me in terms of, it's almost like a field that you've got, you can rename the categories within there. It's called variable field types, but you can go to them and we ask them to change a lot of the names in order to suit our business needs names. We realised there was a customs module where we could just change these fields, any field we wanted, to suit our business needs. We could report on these fields, we could set them up the way we wanted to, which is now the step that we're taking. And eventually this will also lead to more interactive reports in terms of dashboards, which is hopefully going to lead to Power BI. Absolutely, it's making me start thinking about, well, what else can we get from here? You know, tapping some of our reports into other reports we do, so combining that data even. For example, you know, performance reviews, using some of the reports we get into executive performance reviews, basically. So it's changed a lot of the way we do our business. We've got a commissioner that's very supportive of the system in that he wants data going into the system. It's not just for us correspondence anymore. It's any sort of information coming in we want on the system. It's also a way to track, you know, what has been coming in. So we're using it in ways that we've never used it before. And I think the biggest thing I've gotten out of it is its flexibility. You're already paying for a system, so why not use it to its fullest potential? Like, I've put a lot of time and effort into it. You need a resource to do this, but the rewards are definitely worth it. It's rewarding for both the business and for both on a personal level. When I first started using MINCOR, it was more of a tool mainly for administration staff. Now I see it more of a business, you know, a whole of business use. It's gone from just, you know, not only what admin put into it, but what the business can get out of it. And I think it's important for people to realise that it isn't just another admin system. A bigger picture on what your organisation needs and what your organisation can achieve, on where it can go. It is integrated throughout the business. It's not just, you know, we initially had admin staff using this. Now we're training some operational people to use this system, just because it is so ingrained into our organisation now.